The energy crisis in Pakistan is an ongoing problem that has been threatening the country's stability for decades. From skyrocketing electricity prices to a lack of reliable energy sources, the situation is dire and solutions are desperately needed. In this video, we'll take a look at why Pakistan's energy crisis happened, what the current state of affairs is, and how things may change in the future. Pakistan has been struggling with an energy crisis for years now, and it's having a huge impact on everyday life in the country. With no end in sight, here's what you need to know about Pakistan's energy crisis and why it's so important to address. Explaining the energy crisis. The energy crisis in Pakistan began with an increase in population and economic growth coupled with a decrease in energy production and efficiency. Coupled with exploding demand for energy, this meant that the country had to rely increasingly on imported fuels to meet domestic consumption. This dependence on foreign sources has led to skyrocketing electricity prices and left households unable to afford basic amenities like air conditioning or running water. Additionally, Pakistan's energy sector is plagued by inefficiencies, from power outages to lack of access to proper fuel sources. This has caused tremendous economic losses for businesses and citizens alike, creating further instability within the country. Current state of affairs. Today, the situation remains dire as Pakistan continues to struggle with its energy crisis. Electricity prices remain high while demand continues to grow due to population expansion and increased industrial activity. It's estimated that close to 40% of all households have no access to reliable electricity supplies, which means some parts of the country still suffer from regular blackouts or brownouts. Furthermore, access to other essential services like water also suffers due to inadequate electricity supply. Forecast. Despite these challenges, there is hope that things may improve over time as the government works towards finding solutions to Pakistan's energy crisis. In the short term, efforts are being made towards increasing efficiency and reducing waste within existing pipelines by modernizing infrastructure and embracing renewable sources of energy such as solar power and wind turbines. Additionally, long-term plans are being discussed, including transitioning away from reliance on imported fuel sources in favor of more sustainable local options. Unfortunately, it will take time until these measures begin having a real impact on the situation, so any resolution will depend heavily on patience and perseverance from everyone involved. Conclusion. The energy crisis in Pakistan is an ongoing problem that has had a devastating effect on both the economy and everyday life. From skyrocketing electricity prices to lack of reliable access to essential services like water, the situation is dire and solutions are desperately needed. Thankfully, efforts are being made towards finding solutions to Pakistan's energy crisis, such as improving efficiency and embracing renewable energy sources. Only time will tell if these measures will be enough to put an end to the crisis and restore normalcy within the country.